sign for keeping secrets in my hair, or any space you can find. Glad to see that I could help make your life a bit easier. But have you ever thought of how I felt? You need to think about your behavior.
Yes, indeed, here, boys and girls. It's time for that racket called Butch On Sports. Simply Butch is here. And as always, thanks for tuning in. Yes, I said it. Thanks for tuning in. This abbreviated version of Butch On Sports tonight as I get a little risque and giving you some sports news that, yes, you definitely can't get enough of. I'll be pressing the buttons here on my little desk here and give you something that you may heard or may not. It's a gamble, boys and girls. Let's get it started here with some Detroit Piston news. Our home team won tonight. They won on the final score of 115 to 108. Yes, the Detroit Pistons took care of business against the New York Knicks tonight at Little Caesars Arena. Yes, indeed. Blake Griffin led the scoring for the Pistons, 30 points and a few hunks of rebounds there. Andre Drummond didn't do a lot in the ratio of scoring, only scoring 6 points tonight, but picked up 12 rebounds. Big relief from Jackson. Although his defense was sloppy, he did score 21 points. Stanley Johnson's the star of the game, I should say, tonight here, scoring 21 points off the bench. A high ratio of his shots, 7 out of 9 went in the bucket, boys and girls. That's including 2 or 3 from the three-point line. Stanley Johnson playing great defense off the bench and also making some contributions in scoring. That takes a little relief from some of the guard play the Pistons have right now, which is a work in progress. Yes, I'll say it. A work in progress. Again, but winning 4 in a row. Not bad. Not bad at all. They'll be on their horses, do believe Friday against the Chicago Bulls. We'll talk about that a little bit maybe later in the week. Detroit Lions, they'll return to practice on Wednesday in preparation for the matchup against the Los Angeles Rams at Ford Field. Sunday, December the 2nd, yes indeed, 2018. And yes, the meter's ticking on the Detroit Lions as their most recent matchup with the Rams. A 31-28 victory, October the 16th at Ford Field in 2016. Many doubt that they'll get that progress this week as the Lions have a lot of doggone problems here. One of the big problems, concerns that they did solve here, as opening statement from Matt Patricia said, so just figure I'll give everybody a quick update on the roster. He's going to, talking about Marvin Jones there with his knee injury. We'll work through the course of action to see if he can come back at the end of the season, but have determined right now that IR is the proper course for Detroit Lions fans to have a unique, pass on this particular. So again, the Lions have injury problems per se. Not saying that Jones would make a huge difference in the wins and loss situation for the Detroit Lions, but I tell you right now, it stinks. We watched a game that was uniquely crappy on Thanksgiving Day. It took me a week to get over it, but again, you got to get over something in this world. And Detroit Lions, again, fans will have to wait till probably next year in order to see anything that resemble playoff, good play from their football team, domination, and the list goes on and on and on. Detroit Lions are going to have to do some cleanup. Some of it on offense. Some may not like it. Let me hold some examples. End of the year, Jim Caldwell had a 97 record. Possibly Matt Patricia can have a 97 record too. But he has to start off this week by dealing with the Rams. And the Rams are no spring chicken with a 9-2 record and going to the playoffs. There's another example, boys and girls, that you can ponder on. The co-leader in football receptions in the NFL, and touchdown receptions, I should say, is Eric Ebron. He was very much so disliked in Detroit because, again, he didn't do really the job that many people thought he could do and was very much so capable of. Yes, but he went to Indiana, and he's on his way probably to the Pro Bowl. Whereas former team sputters on offense there, the Lions have 17 pass touchdowns this season. Eric Ebron has 11. Think about it when you have nothing to do. The offensive coordinator has a lot to answer if you don't want to blame Matthew Stafford. Which a lot of things they got their money's worth when maybe you didn't. But I see 135 reasons right now of guaranteed money that you're paying this man. He ain't getting it done. And we can find many reasons in the play. But Matthew Stafford has one great arm. He's a tough character. And I'm quite sure he's great with the team. But he has to do some things extra to lead that team into whatever it may be. And it takes an offensive coordinator to guide him on where the weaknesses are, where he can pick up his game and lead this team into some doggone good vibrations. Well, the future is near. The University of Detroit's men's basketball team, they're looking for its first 4-game winning streak in about 3 years. The Titans, they're going to take on Kent State, the Golden Flash. I like that nickname, the Golden Flash. They're taking on Wednesday, the 28th, which is tomorrow, at Calihan Hall here. The game's set for 7 p.m. Or you can't see the game here. Look at ESPN3 or WADL with Jeremy Arnold and Earl Kelton. And if you listen to the radio, of course, you can listen to Dan Hastings, okay, on 910 AM the Superstation. Yep, Titans are 3-3 this year, 3 straight victories over Loyola, Maryland, Bowling Green, and they had a victory over state rival Eastern Michigan. Is that something to be? They are 3-3, by the way. That's their record. They're on the upswing, as they say. And another little thing going on at Calihan Hall as well, the MAC League versus the Catholic League boys basketball request, that's going to happen on December the 1st. That's on the Saturday at Calihan Hall at University Mercy at Calihan Hall. That Calihan Challenge that's going to feature the top 20 teams in the state. MAC, they're going to represent like 5 of their outstanding boy basketball programs. Catholic Central League, they're sending 4 of their Central Division teams and 1 AA Division team to the extravaganza. And when the tip-off is going to be very early in the morning. Very early in the morning. It starts about 10 o'clock. University of Detroit Jesuit, they're going to deal with number 5 New Haven of the state. That number 1 game is going to be about 10 o'clock in the morning, like I said. South Lake versus Detroit Loyola. That's game number 2. That's at 11:30. Romeo versus Detroit Catholic Central. That's game number 3 at 1 p.m. Dakota versus Orchard Lake St. Mary's. That's going to be a 3 o'clock extravaganza. And the fifth one, Roseville against Warren de La Salle. That's going to be the 5th game, and that's a 4:30 game. And it's going to be a good one. And by the way, the New Haven versus Detroit Mercy Jesuits. That's going to be a game, too, right after that. So, all day, Catholic League, MAC division play out there at Calihan Hall. Spend $10 and watch 6 games or something. Detroit Red Wings will be dealing with the St. Louis Blues this upcoming Wednesday night in Detroit. Some common traits they kind of share their last 2 games. These 2 teams have scored a significant amount of goals, which normally they do not do. Bunch of goals in their last game. Detroit scored 5 goals against Columbus, the Blue Jackets. And St. Louis, they got 4 goals against the Winnipeg Jets. Now, the problem with this particular situation is that both those teams lost. 7-5, was the final score with the Red Wings game with Columbus. And the Winnipeg game, Winnipeg just beat them 8-4. That's all I'm talking about, over St. Louis Blues. But they'll bring their hearts on in the Joe Louis Arena and have at it. Tomorrow, 7:30 is the face-off time for that particular. So be there, be square there, okay, for that particular game upcoming. We'll do this again. Yes, we will. We'll do this again. Butch On Sports, by the way, here. There's a abbreviated version of it to give you, for your dime and dancing pleasure, all you can stand for sports news. We'll do this again on Thursday night, boys and girls. Butch On Sports is a presentation of Oh My Darling Productions. Some more goodies there. Boy, basketball is going to start like this Saturday. And then definitely next week for the girls on the 3rd. I can't wait. All kind of high school stuff. Y'all get out there and support those games, by the way, here. Hey, I'm out of here. Simply Butch says so long. Thursday night we'll deal with you. Have at it.